Hello everyone, we have some pretty breaking news that just came out as of today where Call of Duty is now officially done. I'm not joking, that might be partial clickbait, but not really, because it seems like Call of Duty just made a massive blog post right now saying that they are not doing the yearly release cycle anymore for the Call of Duty games, and probably because of the ongoing, issues with the current release where a lot of people are not playing it. User counts are down to far below probably the lowest levels we've ever seen, and people just want to mix up. And as well, we've also been seeing Battlefield itself getting massive success in the mainstream, concurrent numbers doing great, and it's probably one of the best Battlefield games we've had a chance to see in a very, very long time. So let's go talk about this now breaking news, the fact that PS5 and Xbox users may have to wait a little bit longer for Call of Duty, and at the same time, I'd love to hear your thoughts if you, number one, or a few things, I'd love to read these down below. Have you guys even played Call of Duty recently? Or more so bought it? Did you guys buy this current year's Call of Duty? And if so, did you like it? Because I'll be fully honest, I was actually given a press copy for this year's Call of Duty, and on the PS5, obviously on the PS5 channel, and I did not even launch it. Didn't even plug it in my console, didn't even care. I've also been on a weird Twitch, YouTube break and doing stuff with my family, prepping up stuff, doing my second YouTube channel, all that stuff down below. But it's just been a lot for me, and I didn't have the spare time to even check it out. But I also never had that drive or wanting to, and I'm usually someone who's checked out almost every single Call of Duty almost every single year ever since I started with the series back in Call of Duty 4. So this is a big one. Let's break it on down. Subscribe if you guys are new. We also have the big giveaway going on now as well for PS5 Pro, Xbox, etc. And like I said, give me your thoughts down below. So as I mentioned, the Call of Duty just made this huge, massive blog post saying a message from our Call of Duty team. First of all, thank you for all the feedback we have received over the last few months. Call of Duty has enjoyed long-standing success because of all of you, a passionate community that demands excellence and deserves nothing less. We also know that for some of you, the franchise has not met your expectations fully. Wow, they're saying that straight up. I mean, the sales were bad this year. The sales were actually probably the worst Call of Duty sales of all time. And don't forget, Xbox just went and bought Activison, and they just spent $70 billion. So imagine you drop all this money, and then the last 2 or 3 Call of Duties have been failures. And, well, it just seems like they're pushing out too much. In my honest opinion, there's just nothing new. Battlefield does sometimes take a few years back, and it makes the games better. They make things better. They do things better. And I really appreciate it. I think this most recent Battlefield is probably one of the best Battlefields I've seen in a very long time. It's a great, great game. But the one big issue here is that Call of Duty is not doing that. They have 3 separate companies working on games, so there is a little bit of a breathing room for them to make it, but I have seen and played some of the world's most abysmal Call of Duty games out there. Sometimes the campaigns are great, sometimes the campaigns suck, sometimes the multiplayer is great, sometimes you've played the same multiplayer game 3 years in a row. With respect to Black Ops 7, which I can't even believe we're on Black Ops 7, we set our sights to deliver a spiritual successor to Black Ops 2. And the studios have poured their passion into making a great game that all of us are very proud of. But it's one thing for us to say it, and more importantly, it's up to you to try it and judge yourselves. So as it relates to Black Ops 7 and the future Call of Duty, here are a few important notes. These are crazy. These are huge change-ups. You'll have the opportunity to play Black Ops 7 for free. Next week, we are opening the doors for everyone to jump in and play Black Ops 7 multiplayer and zombies for a free trial alongside with the double experience weekend. We would like you to experience the game firsthand and decide for yourselves. You know this is going bad when Call of Duty, only a few weeks into the release, is giving people a free weekend. Now, I actually don't mind this, double experience or free weekends. Yeah, why not? I'm not against it. But it just kind of goes to showing how quickly this happened and how fast, this game's already falling. People don't even want to play this. We are committed to unprecedented seasonal support. Your continued feedback will help shape our seasonal updates over the coming months. Season 01 is the largest live season ever, and we're just getting started. We won't rest until Black Ops 7 earns its place as one of the best Black Ops games we've ever made. I like their confidence. I like their opinions on this all. Good. But here's the biggest news. Our strategy going forward is changing. We will no longer do back-to-back releases of Modern Warfare or Black Ops games. The COD cycle is done. That's crazy to see. The reasons are many. The main one is to ensure we provide an absolutely unique experience each and every year. I love this. This is good. This is shocking news, but this is good news. We will drive innovation that is meaningful, not incremental. While we aren't sharing those plans today, we look forward to doing so when the time is right. Wow. To be clear, the future of Call of Duty is very strong, and we believe our best days are ahead of us, given the depth and talent of our development teams. We have been building the next era of Call of Duty, and it will deliver precisely on what you want, along with some surprises that push the franchise and the genre forward. We look forward to welcoming you on in, listening to you, and moving forward together. Now, this is huge. So I'm sure you guys can read in between the lines, and it's not really that many lines you have to read in between. They are stopping the Call of Duty every year cycle. And I would probably say this is mostly due to Battlefield. I think Battlefield was such a massive success and still is. Like, I almost want to pull up the Steam numbers here really quickly over here. Steam player count charts. So we can actually look at these like live as we can see this. And you can see the numbers in real time. Because right now we can see the top 100 most played games. Right now, Counter-Strike is still number 1. It's a Steam game. It makes sense, though. But look, Battlefield right now is currently at a higher concurrent player count than Call of Duty is. As of right now, it's number 4, with Arc Raiders also taking a huge amount of players from Call of Duty. This is at 93,000. And as of just today alone, it was at 133,000. And if you go, here's Bongo Cap. But like, you can look, like, these numbers are abysmal. Call of Duty right now is at 42,000. And they also had a more recent release than even Battlefield did. 55,000 was their peak. This is really bad. Rainbow Six Siege is almost comparable to it. Destiny 2 is also very close by. Like, Destiny 2 is more of a dead game in the social media eyes than Call of Duty is. And Call of Duty, at least on Steam, don't get me wrong, there's people who play more on consoles on both ends, but you could say the same thing for Battlefield. It's just done so. This is crazy. Also, Game Pass also might be going and rooting some sales too as well. Like, it just shows that the games themselves are slacking, that they need a change. So this is good. Like, I think Call of Duty really has been the copy-paste, cookie-cutter. Oh, you just run around and play with your friends, enjoy the multiplayer. It's like the dude who works at your construction job, works at the gym, bro. Like, he comes home and plays Call of Duty for 40 minutes, and he's good for the day. But I think people are gaming more than ever, and people want a hardcore experience. They want a good experience. They want something new, and especially if they're dropping their money, their hard-earned money too, they could just go play the old Call of Duties. They're still up, the servers are still fine. And once you have Black Ops 7, eventually you need to go and kind of do a little bit of a refresher and retake on the whole experience, because it's something that you just need it. Battlefield did the same thing, and we saw firsthand a second ago on how much the community appreciated it. It was a win for everyone. It was a win. And Call of Duty, I think, has needed this for a long time. Yes, a year-to-year game is great. Like, look at Assassin's Creed. Look at those games. Like, they're good for a while and they do print money, yeah, but eventually there was a big fatigue with it, because if you don't do anything new and you just try to stick with what works, eventually you don't get new people don't get excited for it all. Like, people move on, like, people get different games. This has been needed for such a long time, and I think especially with Call of Duty now being owned by Xbox, I'm surprised this didn't happen before. Like, they were probably just like letting everything cook for a while, let the acquisition, the merger go through to, maintain the games that already have been in development. But I'm sure now with a few years of experience, and a lot of them have been bad. Like, speaking freely, a lot of these Call of Duties have been really bad games. Like, they're not horrible, but they're not the best. They could be better. And I think this is absolutely needed, because even people in the community are like, yep, the most recent games must have been disappointed. The campaign was really bad. They need to go and have a little bit of a breather too as well. I would say maybe every 2 years seems good. Have a bunch of cool updates, make sure it's live service, let it be good. But right now, I think they need to give the devs a break. They need to go into a boardroom and think. And everyone is thinking that this game has now failed. To put out a statement like this shows how bad the game must have flopped. Crazy how the mighty have fallen. About time. We will no longer do back-to-back releases too. This is good. This is good. Some people are saying it's only because they're not going to do Black Ops 6 or Black Ops 7. That's fine. But I do want to say, this is needed. Battlefield and GTA 6 just really did shook these guys up too as well. And they might lose to Call of Duty. or GTA might lose. Call of Duty might lose to GTA. So I haven't said that wrong. So maybe they're also trying to avoid that. You know, they know GTA is going to have their year in the sun. Why spend the development time? And they've been needing this for a while. I don't know. Give me your thoughts. Like, do you guys still even like Call of Duty? Let me know. Subscribe if you guys want to. All the links are down below. And I appreciate y'all so much for watching in the first place.